You guys can't hear the music, but we can. Our guests don't have
I bet
headphones.
it sounds good.
Oh, it sounds real good.
Dads of Erie.
That's right. It's episode 30. Special 30th anniversary.
Welcome back, my friends.
It's not like 30th anniversary? I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's all right.
It's
all
Jay and R.J. Plus, we got 3 extra guests.
We have some outlaws and some in-laws.
That's right. If you're on that Instagram live, sorry you can't see them. You can just see our beautiful faces.
Yeah,
But
sorry.
if you're on the YouTube, you can at least see the back of their heads.
We have John David, Tim, and the great Saint Jake.
Yeah, that's right.
What
Your
up?
the brother-in-law squad here.
The brother-in-law.
It's great to be here.
The brother-in-law plus RJ.
So good. We have a great episode. Let's just jump right into it. Man, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had an interesting night though.
Yeah, what happened?
I had all 4 kids.
I got an interesting text that said I changed a diaper with using a flashlight.
So I had put twin 2 to bed, and she was asleep. Twin 1 had a nasty, massive poop. And I was like trying to change it in the dark, and then all of a sudden I started feeling things on my hands, and I was like, I'm not doing this. So I busted out the flashlight, held it under my chin like this, and then changed diapers via flashlight. I felt like an accomplished dad at that point. Also,
Yeah.
then I was like, I'm going to start marketing headlamps for dads.
For a nighttime changing
For
of
night,
diaper.
yeah. Like, oh, gotta go
The
in.
poop lamp.
The poop. I like it. The poop lamp.
There you go.
Oh, John David and
Trademark.
Ari
Trademarked.
dropped.
Poop
There it
lamp.
goes. All right, we have John David here. He
it going?
is our greatest fan of all time.
Have you been subscribed since like episode 1?
Man, it's been a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been there from the beginning for sure.
He's definitely been there from the beginning.
What
Unlike
else do you
me.
have to do to be a greatest fan besides just subscribing from episode 1?
That's
What
pretty
else
much
is
all.
John
That's
John
pretty much all you
David?
got to do. You're our number 1 fan.
But
That
I think
way.
also John David does a good job of checking in
Yeah,
and giving feedback.
I check in.
He's not a closet
They
fan.
like when I check
No.
in.
That's true. He does. He gives us some feedback. We
He
get a little.
does.
We get a little
Yeah.
reminder when it's been a while.
Yeah, he's like,
Like, hey,
2
where's the
weeks?
episodes
What
at?
the heck?
Where's the episodes at?
Yeah, when I don't get an episode in a week or so, I start to get sad, you know?
It's
Well,
understandable.
Keeps me going. The dads of Erie.
This is going to turn into a counseling session real quick if that keeps you going.
That's what's keeping you going.
Yeah. But he's back. He's here from Texas all the way to Colorado. He is a big fan of Colorado cider.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What cider is your favorite?
So my favorite cider in Colorado for sure is wild cider.
Oh.
Particularly the pineapple flavor is just top notch.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Now,
It's
what,
really good.
What has drawn you to this brand of cider? Is it just because of the story that goes with it, or is it?
Well, I mean, you and
taste?
I went out there that one time, and they just have a really cool setup out there at their cider garden or
Yeah.
whatever you call it.
If you don't know, you should Google it. But it's in Firestone, Colorado, out north of town, and it's sort of like a beer garden. They're trying to create a beer
cider
garden,
garden,
out
though?
there. Yeah, a cider garden.
Cider garden.
But anyways,
But it's just really good on top of that. Mhm.
in fact, he likes it so much that my wife has gotten him a
A growler.
growler and had someone drive it to Texas for
Yeah.
him.
Wow.
Whilst keeping it cool the
While
whole
it's keeping it
time.
cool.
That's pretty
yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
That's love.
It was a pretty great Christmas present.
Yeah.
That is
Probably one of my best I've
Wow.
ever gotten, for sure.
Cool. What's your favorite cider then of all time then?
Well, I really like wild cider, but also Austin E-ciders.
Okay.
Their cider is really good. Their hopped
Oh.
is hopped version is
cider.
Okay.
really great.
Austin East Ciders.
Austin E-ciders.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's try that sometime.
Yeah, got to get down to
Mhm.
Texas.
We're going to Texas road
I-
trip.
They might have it here. I don't know.
They might.
Could be.
Well, I'll start looking for it.
Yeah.
All right, Jake.
Oh, I was gonna. I think John's planning to try to fly some back to Texas in his checked bag.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a wise decision or not.
We
But
were
there's
trying to
gonna be an
Google
attempt.
I wonder if altitude, like the pressure.
because the cabin is pressurized. They have cans in
Yeah.
the cab. They like serve
Yeah.
cans, but I don't know about in the.
I don't think
and
the
the
underneath
cargo.
is
I think
pressurized.
underneath is pressurized.
You do?
Yeah.
I didn't think it
I
was.
think
thought
it is. I don't think it's heated, like to the place in which.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
then
wouldn't really
extra
be an
cold,
issue.
Yeah,
cold-
but
extra cold
because
cider.
you can put a dog.
Just
in
wrap them all
you
in
can put
like.
a dog.
That's
in the
true. They
luggage.
take animals.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
that's
take
true.
animals.
Wow. You just blew my mind. Of course.
Just Just put each can in like a Ziploc bag.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna
And
put
like,
it in
put
like
it
a
in,
bag
yeah.
in case it
I
explodes.
really want to be.
Or just put them in a kennel.
Yeah, this is precious cargo. This is
Well,
Fluffy.
that's
Wherever this ends up, this is where the beer needs to end
This is Fluffy. Don't be gentle with her.
Put them with the pets. Someone needs to be watching this the whole way back to Texas.
That's great. We also have Tim here, and both John David and Tim aren't dads yet.
not
Not that
dads.
we know of.
And we're
anyways.
not expecting
But
distant
we
future
as in
dads.
me and my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tim has been a faithful listener. Actually, his dad and mom are really, really faithful listeners.
Yes.
I get a lot of
They've-
feedback
yeah,
from them.
they've told us too. Yeah.
I'd say I'm even more of a faithful listener than both of you guys even know. I just don't tell you. I mean,
Oh,
every
okay,
every day on the way to
Sure.
work, I'm checking to see if there's a new episode, and then it's like, oh, I don't want them to know that I'm
Oh.
dependent on this episode
Right.
to get me to work
Well,
and inspire me for my day.
You got to give that affirmation. You know?
Yeah. That's
we need
true.
That, we need that feedback.
we do.
No one has ever emailed us even. Dad's of Erie at
That's not true.
gmail.com.
The lady from the
The movie, which
theater.
we emailed her first.
So it was more of a reply.
Doesn't quite add
She
up.
probably got paid to email you guys.
Yeah.
Hey. It's all right. No, but Tim is infamous and famous because we all went on a bachelor party together.
Which is where the tracksuits came from.
Where the tracksuits, which you do not have yours on
So it's
tonight.
down here.
Zip that on, buddy. But we went to Vegas. But what was your favorite thing to do in Vegas, Tim? If you were a dad going on a bro trip for the weekend with a bunch of dudes for 36 hours, what would you have to see while you're in Vegas?
Oh, I think you just got to hit a couple buffets. It's so fun to just gorge on food and walk around all the casinos. There's so much to see.
Did we ever even do a buffet on
We
Nick
didn't
Trip?
do it.
We
That's
didn't,
what-
but on past trips, but we didn't do a buffet on that
But if
trip.
you were a dad-
But if
part
you-
of it is
oh.
like we ate a lot.
we did.
did
It's like,
eat a
okay,
lot.
we're
We
gonna
went
hit
to In-N-Out a
In-N-Out,
lot.
We're gonna go to dinner. We went to a really nice Thai place, I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We didn't
went
eat
to a
it.
cheesy, like a kind of dive bar pizza joint.
We
too.
didn't go to In-N-Out a lot. You went to In-N-Out a lot. And
Me?
we happened to be in the car with you.
Yeah, whatever.
RJ one
We
time
went to
made
Starbucks
me.
a lot then too.
That is very. That is
Because
so
about every
true.
2 minutes it was like, hey, there's no Starbucks. Can we make a stop? Hey, we're
yeah.
going to the Hoover Dam. Can we stop for Starbucks? Hey, we're going over there. Can we stop for Starbucks? Hey, we're walking through a casino. They have Starbucks. Can I stop for Starbucks?
Okay, but back to the In-N-Out
Sounds
thing.
just
On
like him.
another Vegas trip,
does,
RJ made me stop at In-N-Out for lunch, and it's like, okay, huge lunch, and then we had to stop at the next In-N-Out because it's a road trip home at like 3 p.m. And so
Yeah.
that's 2 In-N-Outs
That's
in
2
one
In-N-Outs.
Yeah, you
afternoon.
gotta get
It's-
in and out.
It's like
Yeah.
in and out and in and out. It's
Yeah.
like over and over.
It's not here yet,
Yeah.
so I got to get it when I can.
That's true. Okay, but what else would you recommend in Vegas? What would be your top besides buffets?
And this was another Vegas trip. It sounds like I've been to Vegas a lot. It's just been a handful of times. But the roller coaster, it was like $12 when I did it several
New
years
York, New
ago.
York.
Yeah, but it's kind of worth it because it's fun to go on a roller coaster on top of
True.
a casino. So
Totally.
there's some good attractions there. It's a fun place to be for 3 days or less. If
Oh,
you're if
definitely.
you're on the 4th day, you're
You're
ready
like,
to
"Why am
go
I
back
still
to
here?"
work curiously.
Yeah, you're like, wow, what's going on here? It's true. It's so true. What would be your top attraction? Arch?
I don't know. That Pinball Hall of Fame was pretty awesome.
That's where I was hoping someone would say that. That's my favorite.
That
I
was really
drank
fun.
2 Mountain Dews in under 2 hours at that place.
you sound like a middle school boy.
Oh, it was totally.
I drank 2 Mountain Dews. I drank 2 Mountain Dews, and then I
He
stayed
was
up all
insane.
night. We played
It was-
Halo.
It was awesome.
I went to a pinball place since then, and
Yeah.
it was so lame compared to
Oh,
that.
that
It was
was-
like,
that one was
oh,
so
you
bad,
only
yeah.
have 40 pinball machines?
So
I'm
you don't
used
have
to
an entire-
250.
Yeah. And some of them cost more than a quarter, so no.
Yeah, that's true actually.
That is very true.
But we had a blast there.
We did.
We dropped some money there.
We did.
But I can remember our friend Kyle. He won something out of the claw machine, didn't he? Or did he?
I won a couple things out of the claw machine.
did you?
I made him carry it around
Oh
all
yeah,
week.
we had made. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I won him a
Track
dolphin.
jackets
toys.
have a lot of pocket space, so fortunately, it was better than my skinny khakis I normally wear.
And finally, we have Jake here, and he is Saint Jake.
Why is he Saint Jake? Is there a story behind that?
Well, he's the first brother-in-law in this family,
Oh.
It's a derogatory term.
I always thought it was a
Term
great
of endearment.
and
No, it's apparently it's bad.
Yeah, no. It's a term of endearment. He's the
Like,
first.
You can use it in many ways.
We're all living in his shadows. That's
Because he was the first son-in-law.
Yes.
He brought the first grandchild.
He was the first one. He was the first grandchild. He was the first one to wear a puka shell inside the family, necklace.
Puka shell.
I don't think that's accurate.
Was this in the 90s? or-
2001 called and they want their necklaces back.
I want proof.
Yeah. Okay. But St. Jake, you are a dad. What type of minivan do you drive?
Honda Odyssey,
What year?
2002.
Oh.
It's a fantastic vehicle.
What's your favorite feature of the Honda Odyssey?
The automatic doors are hands down the best feature.
Do you have the automatic liftgate too?
No,
Oh, we
but
don't
that
know.
would be very nice. No, the automatic doors are,
That's hard to beat.
yeah, you can't go back from that.
Yeah.
Man, that thing has a lot of miles on it, by the way.
Yeah, close to 200.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You haven't beat our friend Gary yet, who had like 240,
Something
220.
like that, yeah. They're still driving it.
They're
too.
still driving it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I
It's a
aspire
Honda
to that
Odyssey, though,
someday.
too.
That's
It's a Honda
awesome.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
And it's right around 2002.
I think probably
Three,
it's probably
2 or 4?
2003
Yeah.
because that was when
Pretty
their
crazy.
daughter was born.
So what is the craziest thing you've put into your Honda Odyssey?
Oh, I used it to haul construction materials. I did our whole back patio and hauled gravel and sand.
Oh, gosh.
In the
Are you still cleaning up
With the
gravel and
tarp.
sand? You still like
Oh,
occasionally
man.
like, oh, there's some sand
you
in
put
here.
the proper tarps down and
Huh?
make sure you don't overload it. And
I was a witness of this event, by the way. I was the one helping him scoop mounds of dirt into the minivan.
The back of a minivan.
And I just watch it lower, and the axles just go whoop.
Hey, it's still running, Jay.
It's still running.
There you
It's good. There was one thing you notice about Jake's vehicles, though. All his vehicles have a hanging license plate.
Hanging license plate.
Yeah, they all are hanging by one bolt, not two. One bolt.
Is somebody
That's-
stealing
I
your
just
bolts, or
encountered
you
that
just
earlier,
kind of like
I don't know what.
you're like, one screw will hold
I
it.
have no story for this. I don't know why it happens.
He helped me
must
take
just,
my
like-
license plate off 2 weeks ago, and he knew exactly what he was doing. So
Thanks,
he
Tim.
must
I
have
appreciate that.
he must have a lot of experience with
Confidence in that.
hanging license plates because mine was hanging and had the tool in his back pocket. No, I'm just
Weird.
kidding.
Hey, Gary Osborne has joined our group.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, I see him
Yeah.
talking about your Honda Odyssey,
talking
buddy.
about your Honda, Gary.
What year was that, Gary?
What year's your van? 2003?
I'm saying 2002.
No.
Anyways.
I know.
All right. Moving on.
Okay, moving on.
All right. What is Jake actually is one of the cool dads in Colorado. He takes his kids up under 4 years old to ski. Now,
Yeah.
What?
walk us through this. Where do you go?
Are the
What's
skis
some
like
of the-
this big?
how
The
big, like the
Oh, I
deals?
can't- I can't do under 4. 4
Okay.
is probably like
Four's the cutoff?
4's the cutoff.
But you've taken two. You now have two.
It's true. It's true.
Skiing.
I'm a fan of Loveland.
Okay.
Loveland Valley.
It's a little closer, too.
Yeah, yeah. You get the Chair 7 lift ticket, $25, and then they're free.
Wow.
Didn't even rent because we had skis we bought off Craigslist.
Yeah.
That's probably the way
They're
to
pretty
do it,
sketch,
actually.
but I mean, I figure they can't do too much damage.
Yeah,
They're
they
so
can-
light that
It doesn't matter at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
But actually, my daughter, I didn't even buy a lift ticket. We just
Okay.
went to the magic carpet side.
Yep.
Didn't put my skis on, and we just did that like 25 times.
That's awesome.
But it's
Oh.
free, so it was great.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. What is you were talking about earlier today? You found a new ski school here in the area.
Shredders. Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't been there,
Where's
but I've
it
heard
at?
it's awesome. There's 2 apparently. I think there's one in Louisville and one in Boulder.
Okay.
But the scoop is apparently there's less kids in Boulder, so it's actually less crowded if you go into the Boulder one.
That kind of
than
makes
Louisville
sense in a
one.
way.
Yeah, because there's so many families
So,
out.
Yeah.
so what does
But-
Shredders offer then?
So they have an open gym time, from what I hear, and apparently it's $15 for like an hour and a half, including equipment. So you know,
That's
it's
not bad.
close, local. It's not actually snow, but it's carpet that's
Yep.
wetted down and slick, like a snow
That's
snow
kinda
feel.
cool.
And then you pay for lessons. I think it's like a 12-week, once a week lesson for an hour and a half, and it's I think $200 or less. So it's
Wow.
a lot
I
cheaper. than
should
the
probably
mountain,
do that for my
apparently.
kids because I'm not that good that I don't trust myself to go out
Yeah.
and try to teach them to ski.
And it saves on
Pizza,
the commute.
French fry. Pizza,
Yeah.
French fry.
Like
Yeah.
at least get a couple lessons under the belt before they see the real snow. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you get the pictures with them on skis, and that's really all you're hoping for when they're
yeah.
under 4, right?
Right, totally.
I was up at A Basin last week, and there was like a 1-year-old on skis.
Oh,
we were on the
jeez.
Bunny Hill because my wife was learning snowboarding, and I asked them if they had been up the hill yet. I was like, "Oh, is your little 1-year-old or he had just started walking? Has he been up the hill?" It's like, "Oh no, he just got on skis," and they asked me to take a picture, and I think that was the whole
That was
goal
the
of the
whole
day.
thing.
But it was like they were
Yeah.
having a great day. It was 40 degrees.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's totally true. It's very true.
I feel like those are the pictures you need because when they go to the Olympics later,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna take a picture of my kids in every sport, so that later
Cover all
I
the
can be like,
bases.
see, yeah,
Send it to NBC.
yeah, send it to NBC. Like, just keep it on file. Just keep it on file for later.
You're gonna want it.
You're gonna want it, right?
It's so
The
true.
Olympics were just on. I kept
It's
thinking
so
that
true.
too. I'm like, how did? Man, you got to take all these pictures because you got to be ready for when they do the story on your kid.
Yeah, it's very true.
I don't know.
Okay. Also, John David has been in town and it's eaten at the Dugout already.
I
Dugout,
did eat
yeah.
at the Dugout.
Did you get a burger?
Yeah. What'd you get?
We got so my wife and I split 2 dishes. We got a pulled pork sandwich and
Uh-huh.
pulled pork tacos,
Ooh.
and both were incredible. Of course, we got sweet potato fries.
That's the
Which were
standard.
delicious.
That's the standard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
it was
get-
great. Good
Cool.
atmosphere too.
Had you heard about the Dugout on our podcast?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
That's where I heard about it, and then I asked today for recommendations, and I think Tim or Michelle
Yeah.
suggested it, and I was like, oh yeah, I know about the Dugout.
Nice.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Why haven't you mentioned the breakfast burritos to me before?
It's sort of
I'm
standard.
disappointed.
Because you
knowledge.
didn't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, you haven't
Okay.
listened.
Talked
Wow.
about
Yeah,
it on
it
the
was
podcast.
Episode
We
9,
just-
Yeah.
minute 13.
Minute 13, we went into a whole thing
Just
about
kidding.
breakfast burritos.
I don't know what that one is.
Tim,
So
this is why Tim got the awesome mic, by the way.
Yeah, nobody can see that though. You should hold it up behind your head so the GoPro can see it.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
Dad's
our,
a Erie
it's-
mic.
It's our road mic.
It's our
with the
road mic. It's got the
orange-
little like press box on it thing, so it looks
Yeah.
like I'm Tim here with the news. You know,
I feel legit.
Looks like
you look legit.
something off The Price is Right or
Yeah.
something.
Tim, what's your favorite thing at the Dugout?
I've just been there twice, and I've had tacos and burgers, and they're both so
It's hard
good.
to beat,
I
yeah.
haven't had anything that
Yeah.
wasn't good.
It was
Breakfast
hard.
burrito.
Everything on the menu just looked so good. It was hard to whittle it down to.
It's
2
sort of
things.
true.
I'm
Actually.
glad something is surviving in there because
Yeah.
there's been 2 other restaurants that died in there, so it seems good that something's going to make it.
And it's true. This may be the first time I've ever realized that everything on the menu sounds good at the Dugout.
Yeah.
You know, you go to other restaurants, you're like, oh,
Eh,
2 things
eh.
maybe got my attention,
I
but
don't know. I feel that way about Lazy Dog though. Everything.
yeah,
sounds good
that's
there.
true. That's very true.
Are the
Even
breakfast burritos till 10 or what's the time?
I think
on
it's
that?
11.
Hell,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah,
they're
11.
like they're pretty like affordable too. I mean, they're not
I need to
like
grab one.
Santiago's
They're like-
cheap, but they're
I think they're $4 now.
So do you need
They're
one or 2?
$3.75.
I'm
one.
inquiring
One
minds
is
would like
like
to
it's
know.
like a Chipotle size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little smaller, but it's not like it's not Santiago's like little
Right.
little burrito. It's like a bigger burrito.
So one's good.
Yeah.
One's good.
Okay.
Also, that if you go to Christo's next door, so your coffee combo is up, and then your burrito combo is next. It's like a trifecta without being 3 decisions. It's a
a
The
do-
trifecta is
doofecta?
if you're going to church or work.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah,
last-
yeah,
the
totally.
rest of your day.
Did you flunk math class?
I stopped
Try
math.
3.
Yeah, that didn't
Oh,
work
okay,
out.
all right.
We're moving on.
All right, moving on.
Okay, what's Tim's favorite coffee in Erie? That's what I want to know. What's your favorite sort of coffee spot in this town?
In this town,
Yeah.
Erie, Colorado.
Erie, Colorado. You're locked in. I-25, Highway 7, 287,
You
52.
know, I go to Christo's a lot just because it's on Briggs there and
Yeah.
on the way to work.
But I know where your heart really
Yeah,
is. For
we
the
know.
coffee.
I worked at Proper Grounds in Lafayette today for the morning.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of it's either Proper Grounds or if I want a place that's a little cozier, it's East Simpson, which is close to Erie.
Close to
You know?
Erie.
Where's East Simpson?
East
On
Simpson
E- on
is
East
downtown
Simpson.
Lafayette.
on Simpson.
Well, there's Canyon Coffee.
There's Cannon
Cannon
Mine.
Mine, yeah,
Cannon Mine.
which is on South Public, and then East Simpson is great. It's probably been around for 2 years.
It's kind of that
Something
older
like
part
that.
of
So-
Lafayette, the true like old town.
Hipster.
Oh.
Yeah, they have really good coffee and just cool
Yeah.
vibe. And then Proper Grounds is really cool, a lot more modern, and it's a great place to work.
And they moved, right? They moved over from
Yeah.
that other shopping center to
They're
the
on South Boulder
South
in the
Boulder
main,
now.
main front space now.
Someone's saying Mrs. Frizzle is saying that Ziggy's is coming to Erie. I want to know if that's true.
Well,
That would be.
That's
I'd
pretty
be so
good. That's a
stoked.
pretty good source of this town. But
I'd be at the grand opening of that.
would you?
I did hear that
yeah,
actually.
I
She,
love
well, she told
Ziggy's.
me because that's my wife. But she did tell me that. Yeah,
Wow, that's news.
yeah.
That's-
I forgot to tell you that.
I don't know how I'm feeling about that.
I think it's
yet.
going over by on Highway 7, kind of by
Of course,
in that area. So
of course,
we'll
it's
see.
not even coming to Erie. Then it's coming
whatever.
to the outside of Erie.
Whatever.
What's the place
Not
that's
the
by 7-Eleven on Highway 7? The coffee.
Oh.
The Coffee Hut
stop?
or whatever it is.
No, it's Island.
Or Island Coffee.
I haven't
I like
actually
it.
tried that, even though I
Heath,
live really
he
close
was
to
pretty
it.
happy with it.
Yeah, actually, Jake's wife is a actually latte snob, and she likes the lattes there, and so that's where I tried it. In fact, there's a story there. His wife, if she recommends something, I really have started to believe it.
Because she's such a snob, or what?
Well, because it takes me years to believe it, and then I come to the conclusions that she was right all along.
Slash mocks for years. I think
Yeah,
is
no,
where it's
that's
going.
true.
Although cantaloupe was a flunk today.
Yeah,
Let's be
even though
honest.
she
So
said
it was-
cantaloupe tasted was like
It's
cotton
not,
candy.
it's not
That's
cantaloupe.
what she said.
It's not cantaloupe season though. That's the problem.
She said cantaloupe tasted like cotton candy. I was like,
Yeah.
no way.
Just so not true at all.
It's so not
that's
true.
not even close.
But
yeah.
she's got you convinced on Caribou.
Oh yeah,
It's changed your life.
Caribou coffee is one of my favorites. Although,
I like how my wife is upstairs and we're in the basement and she's talking to us through the thing.
keep it down. Keep it the twins.
Don't wake up the babies.
All right. So one thing we need to know about John David is that he's a super taster. Or back in high
I should
school.
have suspected this.
Yes.
John's sitting here nervous, like, what is Jay going to ask me?
All right.
So explain what a super taster is for those dads out there who don't know.
Well, a super taster. Super taster is somebody who has twice as many, I believe the word is papillae on your tongue, which is where your taste buds are. And so you just taste things.
You have double
You
taste
taste
buds?
things in a more distinct manner than most people do. Certain flavors are stronger than for other people. So, like, I don't like coffee or tea or other things like that. So,
So
Yeah,
very
that's what it is.
acidic type.
Some people might say that I'm just picky, but
You have extra taste buds. They're
Have
getting
you had
Exactly,
your
so-
papillae examined to
Have they counted
verify
them?
that-
Have they counted them?
I'm just a big
well,
fan
as
of
you
that
know,
word.
Jake, I
Two.
have done the litmus test, and it was verified.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's a test you can do, and you put this litmus piece of paper on your tongue, and if you can taste it, then that supposedly means you're a super taster.
Wow.
So, and it tastes really gross.
Is there a super smeller? Because I feel like I have that problem.
I don't
Like
have
my
that.
nose is like a mile away. I'm like, there's a dirty diaper in the home. Where is it?
That would be
Start going
horrible.
around grabbing kids by the back. Like, what is it? No.
Yeah, someone says that they're skeptical of your super tasting.
Hey,
That's the nurse.
That's
I don't need anyone else's validation. I
Oh.
know I
I
am
can
what I
verify.
am.
There is an online test, or there's not an online test, but a test you can purchase.
An online
and
test.
It's delivered.
You have to lick your
strips.
lick your
Jake was
computer
there.
I was
screen.
there. I witnessed
He saw
that.
me take the test.
It's an app.
It was. It's
Mhm.
an app. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it tastes like
Wait.
iPhone.
Take
Although
your
I
screen
will say-
protector off.
I have branched out, like, in the past couple years, gotten a lot less picky, but I still just can't stand coffee. It just tastes super bitter to me.
Yeah.
He's
I don't like
there.
coffee.
Yeah.
So
Y'all are both
this
Red
is-
Bull fans, by the way. You're the Red Bull
Coffee with
lovers.
4
Wow.
kids.
4 kids and night shift.
What?
And night shift.
How do you do that?
Red Bull.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So this is creamer, sugar,
Oh, I tried it.
flavors.
Yeah.
I remember
I'm just
coming.
making
I remember
sure.
going after prom one time. Like, you know, you go after prom, and we were going to get coffee, and I was like, I ended up dumping like 3/4 of the coffee out because I kept dumping, putting more sugar and creamer in, and then by the end, I think it was like this much coffee and like all cream, all sugar, and it was still like, this isn't very good.
People are always like, hey, try this drink. It tastes
Yeah.
nothing like coffee. You won't even notice. And then it totally does. And it just
No, it tastes like
makes
coffee.
you want to gag.
Like even like ice cream that has like coffee flavor, and it's like,
Yep.
I don't want it.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah.
I
You
love
know,
coffee
you don't
and
struggle.
Red Bull. I don't know.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I know.
I know.
I like coffee. I like it black like my soul.
Your soul is very black.
It is very
I've seen
black.
into the depths of it.
Yes, you
Like your
have.
track jacket.
Like my track jacket. All right, what's coming up in Erie? We need to shift gears here.
I don't know.
Oh gosh.
There's a egg
Sorry
hunt.
for the last Well, what you got? Anything coming up in Erie? You know, story time has changed, right? At the library.
At the library, it did.
Yeah.
We moved from Wednesday mornings.
Well, there's a preschool session now too.
Oh,
You need to check that out.
I do need to check that out.
There's also a puzzle exchange at the library. I don't know if you knew this.
I did see that actually. There's like a magazine exchange too.
Yeah, the magazine's a little creepy because you got other people germs. Like a puzzle gets touched once and it's over.
What?
But like people
you
take
don't think
magazines.
people are putting their germs on puzzles?
They're
is
not
what
taking
you're
them to
telling
the
me.
bathroom.
Ooh.
That is a good point.
I
Like,
mean,
not that we know
that's
of.
debatable.
Yeah.
I've been known to
Have like a
bathroom puzzle.
lap desk with a puzzle on it in the bathroom. Like, what are you doing in there? Nothing. Where's my corner? Where's my corner piece?
I mean, seriously though, like a used magazine, you know where that's been.
True.
Guaranteed.
So is a used smartphone, so don't ever buy a used smartphone.
That's true.
That's
Or
fair.
touch anybody else's phone.
Yeah, totally.
Can I dip this in bleach?
But you know, they did their celebration, the 10-year celebration.
The library, yeah. They
Yeah.
gave out free mugs. Did you
They
see?
did get
I
it,
thought
and
about
I-
getting you one.
I
But
grabbed one
Oh,
actually,
okay.
and it's become one of my favorite mugs.
I always want to grab mugs, but I realize I never drink coffee, so there's no point in having mugs. And then my wife has to purge all the mugs at some point.
It's true.
I have a question about the library. Actually,
Yeah.
did they? There's the rumor I've heard because I have overdue books right now.
Yeah. Confession.
There
Like
was
that
a reason for
confession.
this question.
Well, no. Do they charge late fees, or
No,
do
they
they just charge you for the book if you
No,
go over a
there's
certain
no
time?
late fees or anything
Okay,
anymore.
I just
Although
wanted to verify
they
this.
call you if it's late.
Oh, yeah, I've gotten
or they
several
or they
calls.
email you. I got a pretty like, hey,
Crazy.
this book is due email, but when
Oh,
I got
man.
my library card, they said no more fees.
No more fees.
That's what she told me when she gave me my library card.
All right.
That was like last month.
So complete honor system. So
Yeah.
high schoolers are
Well,
turning
no,
in
I think
books
if you
that they
never
rented
turn it
when
back-
they
Yeah.
were checked out. from when they were
Well,
younger.
we save so much money not using our 200 printed pages each month.
That's
They
true.
can go into our fines.
I know.
Yeah. Did you know that, by the way? Your library card gives you
200 pages of printing
each
Wow.
month.
a month.
I did hear this.
You can print off Dostoevsky in probably 2 months, 3 months. Take you a little while, but take you a little while to read it too.
I totally did that the other day by accident. I printed
Yeah,
off
Dostoevsky.
the owner's manual to my Land Rover,
Oh yeah.
and I didn't realize it was like 400 pages. Like standing there with a stack of paper, like, whoops.
Do you have a stapler?
Anybody got a 3-hole punch?
Jake would not approve.
Jake
that.
would not approve. It needs to be PDF.
I'm gonna
for-
pretend I didn't hear this.
Yeah, you got a Land Rover. That's a big news.
Oh yeah, I
actually.
forgot to tell the
Yeah.
Land Rover. Yeah, I bought a Land
Oh,
Rover.
wow. That's
Your
awesome.
your second love now, right?
1997
Whoa,
Land
fifth
Rover
love?
Discovery 1. 98.
Wow. What are you
That's
gonna do with the
awesome.
Land Rover?
Probably put lots of money into it
Wow.
and probably take it off road and do something stupid like roll it or something.
I'm glad
You
you're
have to.
confessing this right now. onto
Well, yeah,
your
while someone's
Instagram,
watching,
while
yeah.
you're,
Uh-huh.
watching. A lot of our friends are watching. Actually,
Mhm.
it's been pretty cool. I can't read what y'all are saying because it's too far away and I'm getting old
Yeah.
eyes. But if Jake could read those, that'd be great. Some of them.
I never returned them on time, and I have no fines.
See?
Oh,
Yep. See, it's confirmed.
Put
I'm telling
confession.
you.
Someone has turned them in.
My thing shows 20 cents of fines, but they don't ever say anything to me, so I don't know.
I got Big Bang episodes. Oh, season 7 still at home.
Yeah, DVDs are only like 2 weeks rental, or whatever,
I
right?
know. Well, we're trying to get through season 7.
Oh,
Or-
hurry up.
Yeah.
Other people
Sorry.
want to see Big Bang.
Season 7.
I wouldn't have pegged you for a Big Bang guy.
Oh
actually.
yeah, it's
Is
like
that-
my favorite show.
Wow.
It is my favorite show. In fact, I win Final Jeopardy because of Big Bang. Usually, it's my secret sauce to Final Jeopardy.
Interesting.
What, the physics part of it or
Yep.
the show trivia?
This string theory comes up on Jeopardy quite a bit. Actually,
Oh, okay.
I just want you to know. Anyways, we're done.
Are you like an old person? You watch game shows now?
I've always watched Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy.
Well, when you start watching Wheel of Fortune, we'll have a talk.
When I start watching Wheel of Fortune, it means I got smart, and I'm not smart. It's a intellectual game.
It is. It's true. It's a spelling game.
It is a spelling game.
Are we done?
We're done.
Okay. Well,
Hey.
Man,
thanks to our guests. It was good to see you guys.
Brother,
Thanks for coming on
yeah.
episode
Yeah,
30.
thanks.
it's great to be here.
Thanks for everybody who tuned in live on the old Instagram up there.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. hit us up we're on YouTube. Just search Dads of Erie. If you're on iTunes, check us out on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, check us out on iTunes. Just search Dads of Erie.
Hey, if you want a sticker, you have to email us your address, and we will send you stickers.
dadsoferie@gmail.com.
We would love to hear from you.
And hit us up on Instagram because we're pretty cool on Instagram.
Actually, I just found out Melissa has a Dads of Erie sticker on her car.
Nice. On her cool Land Cruiser.
It's on her Thule.
Nice. All right. Bye.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yep.
You're awesome.